On the 8th of March 2025, the shimmering Gold Coast of Australia found itself facing the raw power of nature. Cyclone Alfred, a storm of significant magnitude, was brewing off the coast, its trajectory aimed directly at the heart of this iconic region. Residents watched with bated breath, the usual vibrant energy of the city replaced by an uneasy tension. The air grew heavy with humidity, a harbinger of the torrential rains to come. The usually playful waves of the Pacific Ocean transformed into a churning, angry mass, reflecting the storm's fury. The storm, having gathered strength over the warm ocean waters, made landfall with a vengeance. Winds howled through the city, tearing at anything not firmly anchored. Palm trees, usually swaying gently in the breeze, were bent almost double under the force of the cyclone. Rain lashed down in sheets, turning streets into raging rivers in the blink of an eye. The Gold Coast, known for its sunny disposition and laid-back lifestyle, was now in the grips of a natural disaster. The cyclone's impact was immediate and widespread. Buildings, both old and new, were tested by the sheer force of the wind. Roofs were peeled back, windows shattered, and debris flew through the air with deadly speed. The very fabric of this vibrant city was being torn apart by Alfred's fury. Fear gripped the hearts of many as the full extent of the cyclone's power became terrifyingly clear. Yet even in the face of such overwhelming force, the spirit of the Gold Coast began to shine through. Neighbors helped neighbors, sharing what shelter and supplies they could. Emergency services, though stretched to their limits, worked tirelessly to secure the safety of those in need. The Gold Coast, though battered and bruised, was determined to weather this storm. As Cyclone Alfred continued its relentless assault, the torrential rains began to take their toll. The Gold Coast, a city built on a delicate balance of land and sea, found itself at the mercy of rising floodwaters. Low-lying areas were quickly inundated, homes and businesses alike swallowed by the relentless deluge. The iconic beaches, usually a hive of activity, were transformed into a churning, debris-filled mess. Parisian Beach, renowned for its pristine sands, bore the brunt of the storm's fury. The relentless waves, driven by the cyclone's powerful winds, gnawed away at the shoreline, swallowing up to 30 meters of precious beachfront. What were once towering sand dunes, standing as natural barriers against the ocean's might, were reduced to mere shadows of their former selves. Erosion cliffs, stark and unforgiving, scarred the landscape, a testament to the power of nature's wrath. The Gold Coast's infrastructure, much of it designed to withstand the occasional tropical storm, was pushed to its breaking point. Power lines, unable to withstand the onslaught of wind and debris, snapped like twigs, plunging the city into darkness. Over 450,000 homes and businesses were left without power, the largest outage in Queensland's history. The constant hum of electricity, a sound so familiar it often went unnoticed, was replaced by an eerie silence, broken only by the howling wind and the crashing waves. The city's water supply, too, was not spared. Treatment plants, overwhelmed by floodwaters and without power, struggled to cope. Residents, already grappling with the loss of their homes and belongings, were now faced with the very real prospect of dwindling water supplies. The situation was dire and the authorities knew it. The Gold Coast, once a beacon of modernity and comfort, was now facing a humanitarian crisis. The loss of power had a cascading effect on the Gold Coast. Mobile phone towers, reliant on the steady flow of electricity, fell silent, cutting off communication lines to the outside world. The internet, usually a lifeline for information and connection, became a distant memory. Families were separated, unable to reach loved ones and share news of their safety. The Gold Coast, once so connected to the global village, was now isolated, left to face its ordeal in a digital blackout. In this time of need, a new hero emerged from the technological world: Starlink. Elon Musk's satellite internet constellation, often seen as a luxury for those in remote areas, became a beacon of hope for the cut-off city. With its ability to beam internet access from space, bypassing the crippled ground infrastructure, Starlink provided a vital link to the outside world. Families were able to reconnect, albeit briefly, sharing messages of love and reassurance. Emergency services, relying on Starlink for communication and coordination, could continue their vital work. The widespread reliance on Starlink during the cyclone highlighted a crucial vulnerability in Australia's communication infrastructure. The government, recognizing the need for more resilient communication networks, mandated that all mobile operators must provide voice, SMS, and emergency services across most of the country by 2027. The cyclone, a stark reminder of the fragility of modern technology, served as a catalyst for change, pushing for a more robust and reliable communication system. The digital blackout, though a significant challenge, also revealed the resilience and resourcefulness of the Gold Coast's residents. Neighbors helped neighbors, sharing information, charging devices using generators, and creating makeshift communication hubs. The spirit of community, so strong in this part of the world, shone through, demonstrating that even in the face of adversity, human connection can overcome technological barriers. As Cyclone Alfred's fury began to subside, the true extent of the devastation became heartbreakingly clear. The once pristine beaches were scarred, buildings lay in ruins, and the debris of shattered lives littered the streets. The Gold Coast, a city that had prided itself on its beauty and resilience, was now facing the daunting task of rebuilding. The road ahead was long, the challenges immense, but the spirit of the community, unbroken. The Australian Defence Force, ADF, ever ready to serve, was swift to respond. Over 1,500 personnel, equipped with high-clearance vehicles and helicopters, were deployed to the affected areas. They worked tirelessly, clearing debris, rescuing those stranded by floodwaters, and providing essential supplies to those in need. Their presence, a reassuring sight in the midst of chaos, provided a much-needed morale boost to the beleaguered city. The recovery effort was a testament to the Australian spirit. Volunteers from across the country flocked to the Gold Coast, eager to lend a helping hand. They worked side by side with the ADF, clearing debris, distributing food and water, and providing comfort to those who had lost everything. The outpouring of support, both from within Australia and from the international community, was a beacon of hope, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, humanity's capacity for compassion shines through. Cyclone Alfred's wrath left an indelible mark on the Gold Coast. It was a stark reminder of the power of nature and the importance of preparedness. Yet, it also revealed the true spirit of this remarkable community. Their resilience, their compassion, and their unwavering determination to rebuild their lives and their city. The Gold Coast, though forever changed by Cyclone Alfred, emerged from the ordeal stronger, more united, and more determined than ever to face whatever challenges the future may hold.